Hello YouTubers, welcome back. It's JSky91 here, and this will be part 2 of my PLLs videos. I will be doing the Y-Perm today for you guys, and demonstrating my fingertips tricks and the reasons why I do them. I should say that I use a non-standard Y-Perm alg here, so I will probably link that and write that down in the description for you guys. So yeah. Let's go ahead and start. So first I'm just going to do like I did with the last one, which is to just go slowly through my alg. Okay, that's my alg. One more time. Okay. And so that's just going kind of slowly through, and I'll start to explain. So I use, and again, you guys should be checking my my advanced finger tricks video, because if you're not comfortable with those finger tricks yet, you're probably going to find a lot of these to be uncomfortable. Again, I can sub one this normally. I probably average about 1 second or so on this Y-Perm. I guess I shouldn't say I sub one it normally. And it's, I use the 16 move versus the 17 move, so I save a move. And I start from home grip here. And what I do is I push under with this finger, which a lot of people seem to find really weird, but as long as you have one finger on top here, which is what I do when I do that, it will hold those back two layers. With those back two layers there, I can move this layer without problem. As long as those back two layers are held. And that's what this is doing. When I'm here, this is holding those in place as I do that, so that they don't slide. Basically, it's holding the center mainly in place. So I do this, push under. I just use my index, now I'm going to use my ring. By the way, I'm not trying to flip you guys off all the time if it just looks like my finger's flingering. I'm just trying to make it very obvious. Then I just use my index, now I'm going to use my ring for the other F. R2, now this is where it basically becomes like a T-perm. So, a lot of people when they do things like an R2, they want to hold on the whole time, which is nice. But I actually will let go right there and just use my ring finger here to finish off that R2. The reason is because it allows me to regrip without regripping. So I don't ever actually have to let go of the cube. I just let my finger roll. Roll that finger, and as I'm doing that, my thumb pulls over and lands here. U prime, R prime. I'm doing another U prime again here. And now I'm finishing it off. This part right here, I do with an index pull under normally. Sometimes I can use my thumb if my index doesn't flick, or I actually throw in thumbs a lot in places and don't realize it, but it's not standard. In general, my perform it fastest when I can do this, when I do a U prime there, or when I do that F with the pull under there. R prime U prime, thumb up for the F prime. So let's go over that one more time. As I was coming up here. And you see what the advantage to doing this as you're coming up is you can end up with your finger right there on that U face, which makes this whole process easier. So what I like about this alg better than, let's say, the normal Fru Rough one, which is, oh gosh, is it? Yeah, it's like that, right? I can do this one decently fine, but I just like the interaction with the Fs are a lot smoother, I find, especially if you use the middle than the ring finger. And more importantly, it saves you a move, and once you get past this initial the F, R prime F portion, it's a T-perm practically, and it moves ridiculously fast. So yeah, it's pretty nice. You can just, once you get past that, it becomes very T-perm-esque, except with that F at the end. And as you know, I already do my T-perm regripless, so I figured, hey, why shouldn't this be regripless? So yeah, there you guys go. I only use that one Y-perm right now. One-handed, I'll use a different Y-perm, but yeah, I'll go over those separately. So that's that alg, and that's how I do it. Paying attention to making sure I use index, then middle if I need to. Using the push under. Keep that thumb, just like you do with the T-perm, very well locked. If I wanted, I could, again, execute this alg just using that thumb. You see what I can do there? I can just push through. And I've gotten very good at using my thumbs. This is something that I changed after cubing for over a year. So if I can change it, and I was at 15 seconds or so or more. No, less than 15 seconds almost. and I was still able to do this. So if I can do it at over a year, you can do it as well. And I learned those tricks just by practicing soons. If you use soons right there, especially the anti-soon, that thumb comes in really nicely. I'll go over that again when I go over my OLLs, but yeah. Alright, thanks. Please rate, comment, subscribe.